Yo, can I be real for a second? It's been a crazy journey, right? 9 months. In 9 months, I went from 325 to 237, and I'm now under 20% body fat. Crazy, right? But before that, I was suicidal. I still am. I don't think I'm sane. Alright? But I can put it under a fake smile. I still am suicidal sometimes. And before, I was like, oh, but what if I go and see a therapist about that? That would be great. Putting money in a therapist would actually make my mental health better. But what is gonna change about my overall health? Why the hell would I put a whole lot of money into a therapist to have a good mental health if the rest of my health is shitty? It's a train wreck. It wasn't a train wreck. It was awful. Everything about me was awful. I had no pride, nothing to get proud of. I was 325 pounds, suicidal, no money. I had no motivation to do anything. I couldn't do anything on my own. I was a failure, and I couldn't do. I was worthless. I was a worthless fat bastard with no future. And even if I tell that to a therapist, he's gonna help me be happier. But what is it going to change about my actual health? If it's a train wreck, even a good mental health is gonna be shitty again. Why? Because the rest is shitty. My overall health is shitty. Yeah, that's what clicked for me. That's why I started losing weight, because I'm like, I need to turn my life around if I want to expect my life to be better. Not one thing, everything. I ain't gonna put my money in a therapist who's gonna make me happier without any real result that are gonna get back through me anyway, because the rest of my life is shitty. That's why I put my money in a coach. Well, first, my first objective was to get under 300 pounds again. So I started eating better, making better choices. I was following coaches on the internet, giving tips for satisfaction. Like, instead of eating chips, eating smart popcorn. 80% less fat, same good taste, same satisfaction. Right? Instead of drinking soda or orange juice because I thought that was better. And just an FYI, it's not. It's worse than Pepsi, calorie-wise. But instead of doing that, drinking like diet soda. And then people were like, aspartame. Yeah, it's gonna die. It gives cancer. And that coach, I will remember that quote forever. If you're 300 pounds and still think that diet soda would kill, aspartame will kill you, my friend, you have bigger worries to have. You don't have your priorities straight. That one did it for me. I'm like, he's right. Why would I be worried about the cancer-giving aspartame when the actual sugar is making me fat and everything fatty and everything worse time and time again? This should not be fine, right? And he's right. I drink sugar-free soda, and I realized, since I started doing that, I realized that it cuts craving. Actually, it cuts sweet craving for 0 calories, right? But then, so yeah, instead of eating chocolate, I was eating protein bars. Well, chocolate flavors. So they're not the best in terms of protein ratio, but it cut my craving of chocolate. It gave me the same satisfaction, right? That's the thing. Satisfaction. And with the job I'm doing, I'm getting paid to walk. I lost 35 pounds in 4 months. Crazy, right? 35 pounds in 4 months. By doing that, no training. Well, that made me realize, how the hell have I been able to gain this much weight while walking this much. Like, I'm walking back home. Every day I burn 2,500 calories just by walking. So that means that on top of the 320 pounds I was, because I still gained weight after that, I gained 5 more pounds. So my calorie budget was 3,200, okay, 3,200, plus the 2,500 calories that I burned. And so yeah, that's over, like, that's 5,700 calories without gaining weight, and I still gained 5 more pounds. That means I was eating 6,000 calories every day. How the hell? That what made me realize. But yeah, so yeah, I started eating things that give me the same satisfaction for less calories and things like that. And then it clicked, because after that, me walking more just brought everything back to normal, because I was eating less. I was eating food with more density, even though they were not all whole food. I still was losing weight. I lost 35 pounds in 4 months. Then I went to see a coach. I had a coach on the internet reach out to me, and yeah, that's how I got a coach. And I went in myself 290. I'm like, you know what? That's it. That's the time. That's the moment. That's the moment I signed up for a gym. But then I had a meeting with my coach, Coach Neil. And yeah, instead of $20 a month, it's $240,000. No, not thousand. $240 a month. Nah, not thousand. $240 a month. But I see my coach all the time. I have an official weigh-in every 3 weeks with a special scale that gives everything: fat, weight, water, mass. So yeah. And that's what happened. Like, it was expensive, but that was my motivation. That was my discipline. Now I got like 5 months left with my coach to finish the basics of my weight loss journey. Because 5 months later, like 6 months or whatever, like 6 months, like, yeah, because 6 months later, like, whatever. I don't know how much time I got left, but yeah. Hey, now fast forward to today. I lost 90 pounds. 90 pounds. Well, actually, it was 88 pounds. But I gained 5 pounds of muscle in that. I lost 8 pounds of fat. Without that muscle gain, I would have lost 93 pounds. And that's what I'm going to calculate. All right? That's what I'm going to calculate. How much fat do I lose? I'm under 20%. Like, and what started my weight gain is that I got injured. I couldn't walk, and I still ate as many calories as I could, as I did before. So yeah, a lot of fat. I was a fat bastard looking ass motherfucker. And I'm a worthless piece of shit. I'm fat, I'm injured, I'm weak, I have no pride, I have nothing to be proud of, I'm ashamed of myself, and no one's proud of me. I have no future, no ambition, no discipline, no money, no nothing. Nothing. And that's when I turned my life around. But I still have no money. I'm starting to get pride a little bit. I still got no future for now. All right, you know what I do have? I still got no result or minimal results. Well, muscle-wise, but that's not true. Now I'm a worthless piece of shit. All right, I'm not a worthless fat bastard because I lost 90 pounds. 90 pounds, just because I paid a lot of money, and you know what? I cannot afford to not go. That sounds crazy, right? But even before I gained all that weight, I was not worthless. I was not weak. And the reason for that, I walked on a dislocated rotula for 35 minutes. I was screaming at the top of my lungs in excruciating pain. This was a real torture, but I still walked on it because I needed to get home, because there was no way I was gonna stay down like a dead animal. So I manned up. I put my rotula back in its socket, and then tried to carry my body around, my broken body, and then I step on it. I have a minimum amount of weight, and then it dislocated again. My foot touched my hip. I scream and with my body on top of it. It dislocates again. I scream in excruciating pain, but I still put it back in and go out and in. Dislocate, back in. Dislocate, back in. I did that for 35 minutes to get back home. So if that is not a proof of toughness and ambition, I don't know what is. How the hell is anything gonna stop me? How the hell is anything gonna be harder than that? I was scared of the dentist first. The dentist is nothing. I mean, how am I gonna get scared of the dentist? Oh, because it hurts. If I got through a dislocated rotula. I got kicked in the ball once, and I didn't even flinch. Well, that was because of my impulsiveness, but still, because the pain, I could endure it, because I endured worse in my dislocated rotula that I walked on for 35 minutes. That is the truth. That's when I was like, I was weak. I just gave up. That's the real weakness. Not because I was weak before, because I was injured and I walked on it. No. I was weak because I gave up, and I ate more because of that. It's okay to have depression. It's okay to go through some stuff, all right? It's okay to be struggling. But if you give up, that's what make you weak. That's why I was weak. Life gives you the best lesson when you're losing things. It puts your knee down. It puts the life, breaks your legs, and you got two choices. You stay down like a dead animal and you admit defeat, or you get back up. Well, every time that I dislocated my rotula, it dislocated back out. I still got up on an injured knee. I got up on one leg and walked for 35 minutes. I'm like, what can stop me? Then now, I'm healed. I gone to the gym. I lost 90 pounds. And I'm not looking for praise. I just want to make a statement. You're not weak. You just need to start. Why? I don't know. Why did I start? I don't know. Is it worth it? Maybe. Why do I still do it? I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna do to my body. I just do it. Because I need to. I just do it. Why? I don't know. Why do I still do it? Stop asking questions. Instead of making excuses for stuff you don't do, to do nothing. Instead of making excuses for stuff you don't do, make excuses for stuff you do. Give yourself if you're man enough to give yourself an excuse to not do anything, you're man enough to give you an excuse to do the right things. Why? Why do you do nothing? You don't know. Well, why wouldn't you do anything? You don't know. Why don't you do something? I don't know. Just do it. I'm one of y'all. I thought it was not as simple as that. I've been dealing with suicidal thoughts for the past 15 years. I'm 23. I was an 8-year-old boy with suicidal thoughts. And yeah, this is not nice to hear. But that's because of my Tourette syndrome. And my doctor told me it's normal. It's more normal. It's not normal to have suicidal thoughts at 8 years old. But I'm more sensitive to that than the average person. And even in 15 years of suicidal thoughts, I still push through like a man. And I still do it. And I'm still standing. And it's not gonna get easier. I thought it was gonna get easier. And it didn't. And it didn't. You know when I started seeing results? When I stopped expecting life to get better. When I stopped expecting things to come to me. That's when I became better. It's not getting better. I'm just getting tougher. I'm still living with suicidal thoughts. 2 days ago, I put my head through a steel plate because I needed to feel pain. Well, FYI, the plate stood no chance. It went right through. But yeah, I'm not scared to admit it. Shit happens. Like at one time, I even like hid in a corner of a room because I was so damn bad. I knew I was gonna do horrible things. I was gonna regret. So to save me from myself, I isolated myself. That happened to me once. And what I mean by terrible thing, I'm talking about suicide. Right? I thought about it. But I'm not going to a therapist. And hey, I didn't even need to go see a therapist for my life to get better. Alright? Because I turned my life around. Everything's getting better. The best is still to come. So yeah, wake up. Get up. Do what you're supposed to do. Why? Don't ask questions. Just do it. Alright? I started as a 325-pound man who just got out of an injury, who was depressed, suicidal, all day, every day, to what I am, 90 pounds lighter, 19% body fat, still having trouble with mental health. But now, I'm still pushing through. I'm still here. And I thought I was getting no love until I started posting those videos on YouTube. You guys are my motivation not to not give up. Because now I'm seeing people that care. I started going on TikTok, that's why. People on TikTok, like, they spread hate. They spread hate. On Facebook, they spread hate. Like, I posted a video on Facebook to make people laugh. I had someone telling me she hopes I die. I'm like, dude, what the hell? I don't even know you. TikTok, I was getting hate. On YouTube, I'm getting supporters. I'm getting people who understand. Yeah, that's it. I needed to get it out of my system. All right. So yeah, don't find excuses. Just do it. All right. If I can do it with Tourette syndrome, with suicidal thoughts for over the past 15 years, all right, you can do everything. Everything. Wake up. Do it. If I can do it, why can't you? We all can do it. We just need the right mindset, right? I love you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for everything you do to me. You keeping me on this earth. And I appreciate it. Love y'all. Let's get those results.